Alright. That should be everything. Checking announcements. Announcements look pretty good. Alright, let's do this. Okay, looks like we're all set up there. All that looks good. All right. Let's do it.
Oh god, he's staring at us.
Greetings and salutations.
Oh, no.
Hello.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the next episode of Iron and Ire, episode 4. I will be your host, Arcadoodle Ding Dong. We are currently down Knob and Sping. Knob should be arriving in approximately 30 minutes. Sping is MIA, so we're just going to be moving on as far as we can,
R.I.P.
picking up where we left off. Who would like to give me the recap? Okay.
I get fair.
All right.
So last time on Iron and Ire, we finished up some bookkeeping. We did some shopping, and we met the almighty Agamemnon, whose tales did not do him justice. He was very scary, and he basically almost killed us if he weren't patient with us from before. So thank you, Babylon, for that. And now he sent us on our very first mission. The other one didn't count because that was kind of easy. Too easy. So now we're going to the mountains, to a little town, which was apparently well known in the community. And we're gonna do some murdering, hopefully, and turn some people to our cause. And we did some shopping. Did I mention that?
Yeah, you did. Shopping. Yeah, yes.
Yeah, and we did some more shopping after that, actually.
Okay. Good recap.
Oh, and we signed a pact. All the fiends in the party signed a pact with their Ice Devil, which is gonna be very interesting going forward.
We're unionizing. It's too late to Arcadum.
It's too late. So yeah, we're gonna maybe go into details about that later.
Indeed.
Okay, inspiration for you. Now,
yay.
Here we go.
Does inspiration stack?
What do you mean?
Like if I do like 5 recaps in a row, do I get 5 inspirations?
No. It's maximum 1 per person.
Okay.
But multiple players can have inspiration and then use it on the same roll.
Yo, you can load the dice.
Yes.
If you go to your feet, there's a little dice icon on your picture. You can click that. That means inspiration.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alrighty, so soul market stuff, yes?
Yes. So the only thing that was left to be done is use our remaining soul coins, which I believe was 4 for some potions. We talked after the game for what potions we would buy, and then Nubis said he's the alchemist and he would know. So, did you guys remember which potions he mentioned?
Bro.
Okay, 1 second. It's on the potions. The potions available are all listed on the wiki. Yes.
Yes.
I mean,
Let me pull that up. If I get a peek, I'll remember.
It's an alchemy.
It's under alchemy. Yo, how much is a... Oh wait, I'll do it in character. So Scat saunters over in front of the party to stare off at Big Liza. Oh, I guess not Big Liza. Who would have... Fastidious. Fastidious.
Of course.
Hello.
Fastidious. What elixirs and potions are available?
Well, we have a pretty extensive selection. What were you looking for?
Perhaps a potion, an oil of filth, and an oil of wrath.
All right. 2 of those for 1 soul coin. Let me see here. He starts looking through his big box that he has.
Okay, so 2 of those are 1 soul coin. That's intense. Holy shit.
Excuse me, Sket. I believe Schwar was mentioning something about Oil of Filth not being worth it.
I
Like you have to
see.
apply it, and it only lasts for like a couple of seconds or a minute. And besides, all the people we're facing will have resistances either way. I think he said that the
What-
gold is better spent elsewhere.
What of sharpness?
Could be a feasible alternative.
How much is sharpness?
A similar price.
Then I would like 1 oil of wrath, 1 greater healing, and 1 oil of sharpness. This should be 2 soul coins, yes.
Indeed.
He takes the soul coins from Zig and does this transaction. He takes a few steps back and holds his oil of sharpness. Now, a question about the oil of sharpness. Probably should have asked this before buying it.
Yeah.
It says it increases weapon damage by 2. If I gave this to, like, Swore the monk, for example, does it affect his knuckles?
It has to be applied to an item. Oils are applied to items.
Okay, makes sense. But would this work with the bludgeoning weapon too?
Yeah.
Even though it's like a sharpness.
It says sharpness, but it doesn't actually have to be sharp.
Fan frickin' tastic. Okay. It seems as if our preparations are complete. I have but a few more tomes to search through. In the 3 days of downtime, Scat had been translating spells between party members and to himself.
Mm-hmm.
He's gained Misty Step and Earthbind
Okay.
since we last talked.
Both solid choices.
Yep. And he made a bunch of scrolls. A bunch of them. Till he went flat broke. Then took a bunch of money from Zig and the other party
And
members
what
for
scrolls were
translation.
those? Do you have those listed somewhere for me?
I do. I have them in my inventory now. I have them under consumables and inventory just with the number that there is. So, Crown of Madness, Fireball, Summon Greater Demon, Dimension Door, Counterspell, Enemies Abound, Hellfire Ray, and Guiding Bolt.
Okay.
I know the nerds in chat will be like, you need a Scroll of Earthbind. You need it. It's you'll never know when you need it. Yeah, I didn't have time within the 3 days to do it. Assuming Fiend's sleep 8 hours, he's been cooking up spells the rest of the time.
Yeah, that's fine.
So, he cooked up a bunch of scrolls. Did anybody else have anything else to do before mission stuff?
Gabriel's gonna ask Fastidious, for your experiments, for the Paladin's heart, does it need to be in a jar of some sort? Or can it just
Preferably, yes.
come
And some kind of container with preservative would be probably most viable.
Right. Along with that, 1 potion of greater healing. How much would that be?
Potion of greater healing is soul coin.
Much?
1 soul coin. Okay. What about just normal gold? Or do you only accept soul coins in the iron cage?
We only use soul coins here.
Never mind then.
Apologies. Gabriel here is inchoate. That means you're a beginner.
Is there anything else you need?
Arcadum, who would I go for to create a spell book?
You make that on your own.
That's you have the material, like the materials that I know what have access to.
Well, so if you want to make a basic spell book, you don't really need to worry about any of that. But if you want to make a magically crafted one, then you need to use the materials, like special materials that you gather over time.
Oh, okay, all right. And they don't sell any materials here, right?
They do, but you cannot afford them.
Oh, okay, okay, all right.
Yeah, they don't have beginner materials here.
If you make a spell book, you can replace it for another one later down the line, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, spellbooks are also the only magic item that doesn't follow the complete recraft rule. You can build stuff onto it as you go along.
Yep. Nice. So do you still want to make your spell book, Dick?
I don't have any materials yet.
Well, you can use like basically like parchment, shit like that, right? But
That's
nothing.
like buying a book.
If you want like a lore in character reason, Scad has tons of paper. He's been collecting tons for the past 3 days. He has a scribe kit. He has the trick in it. He's like really proficient in this sort of thing. And you've seen him use it, so if you want to borrow some, you can just come over and ask.
Okay, fine.
All right, it zooms in.
Engage when ready.
Oh, sorry.
You can do this, Lade. I believe in you.
Hey, weird one. I need paper.
Parchment?
The thing that you write on?
No, I'll let you know parchment is quite pellimpotent. It's a very important thing to me.
Parchment? Potent? What? Just give me a paper. The white paper.
Oh. All right. For what purpose?
I want to make a book.
An author? A drama? Smut, perhaps?
Yeah. Just want to write some shit down.
All right. How much are you looking for? A binder's worth?
I guess.
He takes out enough to make a singular book of reasonable size, like a short thing, and he passes it over to Dig as thanks for gold in previous session. Enjoy this. There is a wistfulness to books, you know. Enjoy the Velicor strands of the pages.
Yeah. He doesn't say thanks, he walks away.
You're welcome.
It's
Indeed.
Funny because they're both wizards. It makes it so funny to me. Oh man. Okay. Anything else? Hello?
Make the book. Make the book, Dig.
Oh, do I do it
Do the
now?
thing.
Yeah,
Do the
yeah,
magical
yeah.
girl transformation.
Yeah. You can make the book.
Okay, what else do I need for a book?
That's okay. You got the parchment pages. What does it look like? You can describe it, like stuff like that. You got it.
Okay, fine.
This guy's starting a whole sugarcane farm in Minecraft to just make us. Gotta get the enchantment table ready.
Okay. Is there any human skin around?
Yes.
He goes up to collect some of that.
All right. Lemur will approach you with a freshly skinned humanoid, I guess, skin stock. For you, my lord.
This will be perfect.
Okay.
Okay.
So you want to drape the skin over the binding, having okay. So now you've got some nice human skin added to the binding. To be clear, this isn't a crafting stock, at least not yet. But I suppose it could be your first piece that I can give you. So human skin carries with it a lot of, a lot of different things, such as necromancy and transmutation are the two major aspects. Did you have a school preference that you wanted to lean towards?
necromancy or evocation?
Oh, it's necromancy or transmutation is what skin tends to lean towards, categorically speaking.
Okay, then necromancy.
Necromancy, very well. After you've had some time to finish the rest of your book, have you looked on the wiki to see all the pieces you need to make a spellbook? Like an enchanted one?
1 second. Cover, spine, pages, adornment.
Yeah. So right now you have the cover. To be clear, your spellbook functions as a spellbook, right? Like you have a spellbook. But you also have the added effect that you can add all the different pieces to your spellbook to increase its magical potency, in which we'll do some rolls and stuff. Also, because you are a mana lord, you can make your spellbook a weapon as well. So it can be like both things at the same time, right?
Right.
So I would suggest, like, take some time. Like, you don't have to do it right now, and you'll be perfectly viable. It's just the true power of the Mana Lord is you get to make a really unique item. So really think about it, like what you want to make on it, right? Like, I'll give you one example. You could make a scimitar that has a long ribbon that has all of your spells written on it, and you cast them as you swing, and it strikes out with you, like a bunch of cool properties like that, implementation. That's the kind of level of creativity that you have, really. So take some time, try to think of something that you really want to use, that you really want to make an iconic part of your character, because it's pretty much the unique factor that your character combination gets. So
Right. So right now I just have a basic spell book with some papers and some skin as a cover.
yes, for now.
Yes.
Just as a question and as an aside, the spell book I picked up in the first session, was that? Did that have any special enchantments or anything on it, or just the spells therein?
Negative, only the spells they're in.
Okay. Is everyone done and ready?
I have clarification on Hellfire Ring.
Yeah.
Is it a triggered action to consume a soul?
You mean for Hellfire Ray?
Yeah, the
Yeah, it happens.
ring.
It happens if you would defeat or kill them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
Also, another thing about the souls. Say we go around and we pick up souls.
Yeah.
When we come here, do we like vomit them up when we convert them to soul coins?
Yeah.
That's radical, dude.
Yeah. It's kind of like you're doing a squirrel thing where you just store them in your cheeks.
Mm-hmm.
And then you vomit them
like
out, or you can consume them for nourishment. And yes,
like the-
cheeks, butt, yes, very good.
Fuck you.
Alright, cool. I think the
We're also
only
approach
thing...
Gabriel real quick.
Yes.
Gabriel, did you buy anything with that coin?
Not particularly, no. I was going to go to my quarters to do something really quick, but...
What were you gonna buy?
Something simple. Just a healing potion. To make sure that, on the off chance I do fall, which will not be often.
You could get a healing
One of you
potion from me if you give me the coin. I have a greater one to spare.
Squid. Have we separated out all the normal healing potions, though? Like, out of character.
We have 8 normal,
Oh, we haven't separated them.
and we have 1
Or
great.
the... have any others? Like, the greater and any other ones? That would be a deal.
I have like 4 normal. 2
So
greater,
like a normal,
1 greater.
a normal and a
Yeah,
greater.
like greater and maybe 2 normal, yes. First
I-
deal.
He doesn't.
No, he's
you're
great
pre-
deal.
You're prepared to give Fastidious 1 coin for 1 greater healing potion, and you don't want to do the same deal with me?
I am willing to do the same deal with you, but...
Fastidious
More
watches
convenient,
this
I
exchange.
more convenience, I suppose.
Scat screams from past the pyre. troglodyte. That's not how bartering works. His accent also changes through the wreaths of the flames.
Sure. We'll
I just
go
feel
with
like
one
when-
grace and one normal.
What are you biting, Scat? Just the air? Just angrily gnashing teeth?
Yeah, he's gnawing his teeth.
I just feel like when Scat bought... What was it again?
A greater healing potion was
Scat.
worth 1.
Did you buy that? You bought 2 oils for 1?
Scat, with his hand, points at you. He completely body language, and he holds up five of his fingers, as if he's counting down the time.
For what?
Alright. So, he appears to be.
Oh, I reckon it's Scott. He's trying to stir it up.
Alright, so
I'd like to
I
get
suppose I'll go
involved
with
with
one
the
grace
slaves.
one normal, I suppose.
Fucking just do what you want. He walks
Yes.
away.
Yes, I will vomit
Alrighty.
in more mouths.
Yes.
So,
I think Nub is here.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
oh my god,
Yes,
Nalv is
I want
finally
it.
here, let's go. Okay, cool. Great. We'll hand Fastidious the 1 soul coin then, for just the greater potion.
Yeah, I'll give it back to you. Yeah, that
Oh. Alright, cool. I'll pocket
A
that shit.
shitty deal, to be honest.
Well, I think it's a pretty good deal, mate, if you consider the fact that, that was the cost of one of those mates that we found running around with the spear.
Indeed, it is.
I
We
mean,
must be off we must be off to the teleportation and pregnate there. Did you all have time to read that contract you signed?
I skimmed over it.
Then it should be noted that our very own Gabriel here has already enacted the part of the contract, meaning their allotment is diminished by 2%. Sadly, due to their actions in the hall with Agamemnon.
Wait, was that after the contract was signed?
Indeed, it was.
Oh.
Oh, shit.
As you know, all the clauses are now in play, other than the ones that refer to the local hierarchy that shall be enforced post the first mission.
So that means
What?
the one that says that all people who have slaves are cool is in effect.
Indeed, it is.
Nice.
That means the one that says micromanaging is in effect.
Indeed, it is. And you came oddly close with that deal earlier.
I'll keep that in mind.
Alright, let's get to slaving. What are we doing?
Alright, let's go. So, I think we're ready to head to the portal then.
Indeed.
It's portal time.
Let us
Wait, maybe
let us go.
Schwa has some unfinished business. Let's ask him.
No.
Schwa.
Hey, look, that's what I
did
like.
thing.
That's what I like to hear. Yeah, let's go. We got shit to do. I'm gonna go get a slave.
As we move, and we will make our way there.
Yeah.
He turns. He shouts to Zig. Shouts to Dig. Dig, is that a spell book?
It's a picture book.
Felgant find. There, Dig. You made that yourself. I remember my first spell book.
Alright,
Well-
let's get going. It's called a didgeridoo, not a didgeridoo.
Just make sure you don't read my diary.
I shan't. But the arcane is addicting.
Yeah.
One can't quite easily get off.
Corruption.
Be ready to lubricate your mind.
Lubricate your mind.
Such
Okay.
implications.
Okay. Loading the map. Loading the map.
I believe it's about dawn on the material plane. We may see some corpuscular rays.
Moral says first.
I can't wait. I can't wait to make some slaves. Slaves. I'm gonna take living people and take away their freedom.
Good day, Asankir.
Freedom. He'll look up from his piece of parchment. Ah, yes, you are here. Lord Agamemnon has made it clear as to your location. I shall provide your transportation. Simply step onto the circle when ready.
One moment, Azinkir. We had formed an agreement on how various things shall be split amongst this insurgency. And he pulls out the contract to show Azinkir. However, as many contracts do, we need an intermediary. One to ensure the anonymity of votes. We are using the system from bartering with your battalion, and the famous code of law, the Devil's Advocate. All things I'm sure you've seen before, and he indicates for him to read through and sign it when he can before they return.
Azinkir will conjure a copy and will hand it to an imp to look over. He will say, "It will be signed upon my reading. Lord Agamemnon was very clear that haste is of importance."
Indeed. And thank you.
Oh, it's time to make slaves. I like making slaves.
Thank you, Asankir.
We're gonna make some slaves, fair dinkum, she'll be right.
We shall smite their merry and manumet.
Yeah.
remember.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You remember, Sig, we need some coins as well.
Oh, yeah. Nah, slaves make coins, mate.
Wait, should we bring a slave, actually?
No, I'm gonna get some more slaves. Slaves here.
He said we wanted the one where we can tap for mana.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
you're
think we
right.
did.
I should go get that one. Hold on. Where did I need to make like a slave pen map.
I think you showed us one in like
It
the
was
second session.
Yeah, but it's like one cage. Like, if this is gonna become a thing, I should probably have multiple.
He
Sort them alphabetically.
He just
Or
throws
by
them all in a
function.
pit.
Oh, the star counter. Right. Let me go.
So, fuck is this?
Yeah, look at this one. Yeah, this one.
You
Real good.
wondrous. Bring her into the Omphalos.
Oh, this a mana slave.
Is she broken in?
Oh yeah, see, she's got the obedience collar on her, or got my chain. Yes, master. Ooh, she's been mind melded. That takes away a bit of the fun. I like it when they're a little mouthy. It should be fine though, ain't that right? They look like a tapper for mana. Taps. Throws her on the ground.
How does this work, Sig?
You just take the mana out of her.
Do I need to be close?
No, not right now, you idiot.
Oh.
When you need it.
Yeah, do I need to stand close or can I do it from afar?
Yeah, you gotta. I just do this. I wiggle on the chain and then it goes out to you.
To me?
Yeah, you just be
Okay.
close to me, right? Like 15
Alright.
feet. 15 foot
Alright.
range.
You got it, Sig.
You should brand her. Can never forget the branding.
I think I'll need to think on that and let the creative part of me do that if I so choose to do that.
Nice.
Are you prepared? Azinkir will ask.
Aye.
Aye.
Indeed.
Yes. Time to hunt.
I miss Sig's creative side.
Yeah, you miss his creative side. Well, his creative side's asleep apparently.
Maybe
And
he
an,
woke up on the
an
wrong foot.
eternal, an eternal slumber, it would seem.
This. I like this sign. It seems to be redolent of something.
Okay, here we go.
Just realized waking up on the wrong foot is apparently the Norwegian way to say it.
Yeah,
Is not a thing outside of Norway?
It's the wrong side of the bed.
yeah. How does that sound like exactly? Like, how would you say that?
Yeah, go ahead, Nob. You have a better dialect than me.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I think so. Let me
I
hear it.
agree, actually. Your dialect is pretty scuffed.
No, you can't say that, bro. You can't say that.
Isn't he an
That's
Oslo
offensive.
lord?
Who?
None of us.
Isn't he?
are
Doesn't he have
Oslo.
Oslo dialect?
No.
None of us.
What dialect does he got?
Nob?
Yeah.
I mean, it's something on the East Coast.
West
Probably
I
like
see.
Hamar.
No.
No.
Okay.
Ah,
Do you guys want to talk out what we're gonna, the actual plan?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I've
Dude,
loaded the
I'm
map
good.
where you guys teleport to.
Ooh.
Whoa.
But
Secret location.
yeah. You guys should probably talk it out what you're gonna do. Also, like, are we gonna go without Sping? Like,
Yes.
okay. Who's gonna control
Yeah,
him?
I think so.
It's in the contract. I don't mind.
It's in the
Okay.
contract.
In the contract.
You're just gonna throw that around everywhere now?
Yeah, because it is. It's fucking 12 pages long.
Actually, it actually is in the contract. Bro.
Okay.
Ah, beautiful place.
Oh,
time.
let me give you guys a quick
place.
description. As the demonic magic that surrounds you fades away, you will find yourself in a mountain pass. Cold air nips at your fiendish bodies. Heavy cloud coverage moves across as a storm in the distance can be heard crackling and rumbling. According to the map given and the teleportation the teleport that you have undergone, you are a short distance away from the once druidic village known as Flowpetal, which has been turned into a Metherian encampment. Further down in elevation from there, down the mountain pass, you will eventually find the town of Downfrown, which is your true target. At this point, whatever you want to do, it's completely up to you to accomplish your mission. Just let me know what you want to do.
I never quite grow used to the anathema of the material plane, or the ephemeral translocation of teleportation, Scat says as he shudders after landing.
I
don't
hope
know,
you
it's
make
got-
sense someday.
I think it has a kind of familiarity to it. Strangely.
Yes, it's very nice. Cold.
Perhaps.
I mean,
What
the
is
air
that?
is unbreathable, you can't deny that.
Filthy air. No sulfur. What is that?
Appears to be a carriage. Cat.
That is an abandoned carriage, broken and lost to the mountain's perils.
Well, now, outside of the Scat moving and slowly sitting onto one of the rocks close by, sort of around the campfire, can he reignite it, if possible? Actually, he doesn't try and he doesn't have any fire spells.
Oh, you
He
want
casts a ray of frost. He casts a ray of frost into the fire pit to just ice it up a little bit more, to make him more at home as an ice devil.
Oh, okay.
Oh, well. You heard the mission. Does it bear repeating, or do we wish to enact a plan?
I suggest disease first, and then we make a cure for the cult. We may, yes.
Hmm. Well, I see a flaw in this plan. Not large, but perhaps somewhat. 2 avenues of attack were outlined by Agamemnon, by my estimation. One lies in the old mayor, was it? Uh, yes,
The mayor of Downfront, was it?
the mayor of Downfrown, allowing him to be. He's a dark fellow that can be co-opted to our cause. Additionally, those those Metherians, due to the occurrences within the Pale City, are starting to be despondent towards each other. A myopic tendency in the group that we can take hold and manipulate, perhaps vie to move a few of them to our cause. A disease might cause them to rally together and break this flimsy hold they have over the city.
You lost me at the first sentence. So you want us to free the leader? And use him to make a cult or something?
Free the leader and co-opt a few Metherians to our side. The disease, I'm sure you'd know from your heritage, often when mortals come in contact with disease, the fear of death causes them to rally together.
Yes, that's why we have the cure.
Indeed, but
Which is you?
No, I have to make it first.
well, as you work on making this cure and finding the right elements for it, we should work on splitting the Metherians up further. And, Medosa, you had a plan to build this cult?
Of course, I have my charm. I'm hard to resist in the right circumstances. But first, I do enjoy the idea of creating disease. Of course, the locals will blame the Metherians for oppressing them, because they're leaders. Who else to blame, right? And then we could swoop in, thin out their numbers, and be the saviors.
Are you
Good
not
call.
sure you could strike the Metherians with limerence and love for you? I've heard your kind do that quite well.
Some are harder to sway than others, but I could certainly try. Maybe if we break their spirit first, it'll be easier to get them to do our bidding.
I say we free the mayor of Downfrown and capture one of the more flimsy, one of the most cowardice-filled Metherians. See what we can do. If they can both spawn, if both of those seeds can spawn the folly or flow petal. Apologies. Gabriel?
Then we use the disease, yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
Indeed. Gabriel?
I like this, yes.
Yes.
Any cause? Any thought?
It feels just like in the middle of like gathering rocks and shit like that. And he just like looks up, scat, and he's like, I mean, I had a plan to scout out the place before we go and rescue the mayor. It's
That
just,
is.
yeah, it's just simply a summon. As we stand now, we will be like lightning rods to the Metherian gods, I assume.
Indeed.
They will not take
Yes.
well to our
Let us saunter to a vantage point.
Yes.
We don't need a vantage point.
Okay. Who is the
But-
best survival to direct us?
I have it, but we should check out this first, just in case, you know.
I agree. Could be something useful.
Okay.
The models do have their way sometimes.
We shall investigate.
Roll investigation, please.
Basic.
Everyone.
Basic. It's a basic check.
Bam.
God damn. I hope I roll low.
Fuck.
You gotta jink yourself the opposite way. That's the trick to this game, guys.
All right. As you investigate the carriage, sifting through its debris, you can see that it was attacked by archers with arrows tipped in flames. Scorch marks appear on the sides of the carriage. Blood stains within the inside. It has been thoroughly picked clean of any loot, however.
So these are arrows, no bolts.
Correct.
Okay. That narrows a few things.
Bandits
And
in these
And the
spots.
blood marks, do they look like spraying blood marks across the inside, indicating cut weapons? Or large pools of bleeding?
Large pools.
Ah, impaling. Okay. Hmm. It appears somebody was impaled and peppered with arrows.
Are there any bodies in the carriage?
Negative.
Okay.
Mhm. All right. Does it, from the look of the ground around the cot, does it look like this cot had a direction it was headed or direction it came from?
There are tracks, but they are old and well weathered. This is a well used pass. It's difficult to say if these tracks are even this carriage's. There are no fresh tracks, however.
A warning to be
Uh,
sure.
Indeed.
We should be on our guard.
Yes. Let us proceed with caution.
So where do we want to watch? The camp or the city?
The camp or the city?
What?
Yes, you want vantage point? Yes.
Hmm. So the Metherian garrison is the camp you refer to?
Yes.
Let us
I
stop
think we leave
there.
it for now. Then we
Huh?
go straight for the captured one. Or is he in the camp?
Perhaps we should see the camp, scout it from afar, then make our way to the city. See who comes in and out the camp, their numbers, their strength in the region.
Ever.
Makes sense.
Okay. So, guide us to the camp then.
Yes, I will try.
Give me just a second.
I hate.
One of my maps errored out and I need to fix it.
Ah.
Oh, I do hate the Pellicore rivulets of rain. This mist is doing us no good. Swore,
Yes.
have you ever spread a plague in the past?
Not in the mortal plane.
Elsewhere?
I have tried, but demons are usually pretty resistant. I'm
I see.
quite looking forward to it.
Indeed. What sorts of toxins are you thinking?
I'm not sure. I might have to use some dead bodies, yes.
I've heard mortals and humans in particular are susceptible to pneumonia. Perhaps we could do something airborne through the insects around town.
Yes, that's very effective, yes. Water as well, yeah.
Ah, the water system.
Okay. I will load you guys up now.
The corpses in. Throw a corpse. Throw a contaminated, contagion-filled corpse down a well.
Yes, it will go
They
to the
miss-
rats and the water, yes.
Mm.
All right.
And
So Swar, you lead your companions further down the mountain pass, following the map's indications of where Flow Petal may be found. It takes you a short few hours before you happen upon the town in question. Your party's capacity for flight and other means of transportation, making it easier for you to get in position. One moment, please, as I have to load a map with a lot of shit on it, so it might take you guys a minute.
All right.
Sounds good.
so I think we scout the wells and water sources, find a few corpses, and weigh them down once infected.
I could see if I
Yes.
can see anything from above.
Indeed.
Or also can maybe get one of the villagers charmed to bring the body as well, so we don't have to risk getting caught, yes.
Indeed.
Wait, which
Did
body?
you ever?
Well, the dead body with the disease.
Ah, yes.
Let me know when you guys are loaded.
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 Everyone good? Okay. You are approximately 100 feet up on the side of the mountain pass, in high cover. Make for me perception checks, please, and I can describe what you see. Before
Okay.
you see the once peaceful village of Flow Petal that has been transformed into an outpost, Matheria's Grace. We'll zoom you out completely. I need martial checks as well.
Ah. May I do Arcana?
Can you use Arcana as a martial check with a skill?
God damn.
Do you have an allowance?
Can I? I have Arcana. I have the only thing I have is proficiency. I don't have anything else.
Okay, then not in this case, because this is a martial check
Fantastic.
for military information. Okay, as you take a look out on the rest of Flow Petal before you, you can see quite a few things. First, these buildings have been reinforced. You can see that metal bars have been placed over the windows, and different sort of parapets have been built on the roof of each, allowing each of these to act as a watchtower. You can see that the area is patrolled and that each building has quite a few Matherians within it. You will also see that this area over here is full of desiccated runes, shattered stone effigies, and is also covered in some Matherians. I will generate them now for you.
Mm-hmm. Are there any large beasts nearby, birds or some sort?
Large beasts? No.
Along this passage, did we see any vultures, hawks, falcons, eagles, this sort of bird with keen
Yeah,
vision?
there's hawks and stuff.
Mm-hmm. All right. I would like a better sight on those runes. Perhaps I can dominate one of these hawks, and it can inform me of what it sees.
Well, go ahead.
Great idea.
So along and in aligned with this scouting mission, Scat will find one of the healthiest hawks and cast Dom. Oh, he cannot straight up cast on it, but he will cast a rune of Dominate Beast on the bird, such that if it moves, the spell shall be cast upon it. So it's a. And I assume it moves quite.
Eventually, it does.
Yeah. If you want the actual name of the type of rune, sorry, it's not. If I use proximity, actually, I'll just use it so it's timed. It's timed. I give it 6 seconds and then it just activates. And I dominate the beast. It needs to give me a wisdom saving throw.
It fails.
Okay. So I can telepathically communicate with this beast as it's dominated, giving it instructions and such. Oop! I popped it in chat. Sorry, my Foundry slows down when I do that. So the beast is beguiled. What I'm going to tell it to do is... Can it communicate to me telepathically? Like, what sorts of information am I getting from it?
It doesn't have the ability to communicate back. It just does what you say. Nor can you see through its eyes or senses.
Wait.
Does
I
it have
see.
telepathic link?
It's Link. Okay. I see.
To issue
I see.
commands.
Yes, you can command it to do things, but to receive the information that you need is going to be difficult because it's a bird.
Most definitely. Scat keeps the bird and waits for any other information that the party will give to him before he uses the bird.
I could be your eyes.
Okay.
At least I can communicate.
You can fly?
Of course.
Lol wings.
No.
Have you not seen?
Yes,
these around?
as can I. As can I. How fast?
About 150 feet per. Wait, oh god, wait.
6 seconds. Yes.
Wait, I'm gonna actually
Very
say it.
fast.
About 25 feet a second.
I see.
Oh, actually, 26 almost. Yeah.
And then you can go double that if you really want.
I could. If I
Okay.
really wanted to.
Okay. If
Alright, I have
Head up.
tokens to reveal for you guys.
Also, Scat, can you not go invisible?
Yeah, right.
I can.
That's handy as well.
But I assume they shall be able to see through it.
Maybe
Our
I'm not.
presence here alone is quite loud.
They are humans, though.
Alright. Now, as you gaze out over the battlefield, you will see Metherian troops.
I see.
With filthy materials. Cool art though. Are there only combatants or are there any civilians?
You don't see any civilians, no. At least not from this position.
If you wish to fly somewhere and get a closer look, perhaps I can use this distraction.
You want them to see me?
No.
Please elaborate.
Even flying overhead across the clear celeste sky, you will stand out quite menacingly. You would want to avert their gaze elsewhere, and this hawk can do such a thing.
I see.
Apologies, but my invisibility may only be cast on myself.
That's fine.
And a lack of eyes make perceiving what we wish to see not an option.
We just need to find the jail, right? If it is here.
Silently take out the gods and free our men.
Yes. So, whilst looking down, Scat will try and telepathically tell the hawk to fly in a looping around the town, such that we still see it, and then go towards. Well, it wouldn't know what the word jail is, right?
Correct.
I'm trying to think of how to describe the jail to a bird. For directions, because we didn't directly see it. No, but they all have bars because they have parapets on top, because they're defendable.
Okay. Would you like to do this, or should I just have Gabriel cast Find Familiar?
You may actually. That would be
Alright,
way
dope.
better than this.
Okay, way better.
All right, cool, dope. Okay, cool, great. So basically, Gabriel's just gonna like put his hand over like Marosa's and fucking Scatter's shoulder and just be like, I am going to do something much easier. He's gonna just sit down on like cross-legged in front of the little pentagram of rocks he's made and just kind of like go like Zen mode for a second, looking like Zenyatta, and just kind of start uttering like a prayer, but it's like quiet, like oddly like totally silent, and just like essentially he's gonna try to call like a being from another realm to like a small being to the material plane essentially and bind them to his service.
Okay.
Basically casting Find Familiar.
You waited this long to do this? Well, we had the stupidest plan ever.
Is that
thought-
smart to do that so close to the town?
I have subtle spell. Wait, hold up. Yeah.
Oh,
no.
it's too late now. He's
Yeah,
already
right.
cast it.
Okay.
And if you have something like subtle spell, you have to say that you're doing that before you cast it.
Yes, it is subtle spell because of Shade Merchant. Yes, because of Sacred Shadows, not that hidden rituals.
So you're expending a use
Oh.
of your effect.
It just says spells that you hard cast are. Wait a second. Spells that you hard cast are actually subtle spelled. Yes. All
So you're
spells that you
not
hard
casting it
cast
as a
are next
ritual.
No, if I don't cast as a ritual, it's hard cast, right?
Yes.
And that's fine. I'm not casting as a ritual. Yeah, I'm not casting as a ritual. So that way
Okay.
it's
Hold on, please. That means things happen.
Okay.
Yay! Yay! That's cool. I love things happening.
Indeed.
Every guard in the vicinity senses the magical power.
I feel like this is gonna happen,
from
right?
the nearby cliff.
No, if we're all 10 exposure, right? So if we're at a distance where they don't see this 60 exposure on this hill, right? We're fine with an extra 1 exposure being used, right? I assume.
I think it depends on what you summon, though.
Like, if you have the sun and you put a flashlight in there, you wouldn't see the difference, right?
Yeah, basically.
I don't see us.
Also, if he sends his little familiar, I might actually be able to get some utility out of this Dominate Beast.
Okay.
You're gonna dominate his familiar.
Oh,
No, I
God.
can send this familiar behind it to try and
Yeah,
yeah, I
like a
can give it.
backup.
I can give it some defenses.
Like a backup. That's cool.
What a cozy little camp of bad guys.
Bad guys, by the way.
Bad guys, by the way.
I assume this is the camp and the town, right?
No.
Like Oh,
This
okay.
is just the
Just
camp.
the-
This
It's a
is
town
this is
that
Flow.
got-
This was the small village of
Yeah.
Flowpetal that was turned into an outpost. The town of Downfrown is further down the mountain.
Oh, okay, yeah. So it is down. It is flow pedal.
It's a camp, but it was a village.
I see. I see. This makes sense now.
These
I
filthy
misunderstood.
materials probably just murdered them all because
We should just get information here, then go to the town.
for the greater good.
Oh, okay. So if we saw no non-combatants, potentially we should just actually start poisoning them as soon as possible. But we didn't have a plan for the disease, right? Not yet, anyway.
We should scout for Soli and stuff. Just we didn't see any from here.
There's a lot of water,
It
so we
could be
could
inside.
poison the water supply.
It would be
Likely,
hard
yeah.
to because it's a river and it's flowing.
Yeah, rivers are pretty clean.
Yeah, it's hard to poison a river. It'd make much more sense to like poison the food, maybe.
This is where the dude was being captured, though, right?
Mm-hmm.
We don't
Yeah,
know
yeah.
what we suspect.
We
Yeah,
suspect.
but we suspect, and if we get back the dude, and we're able to help him escape, what if? I don't know, guys. If there's not many non-combatants, or at least they're not in this area, what are we to do with him? Right? Like he's just.
He's the mayor of Downfrown, or he was.
But if there's no people left in Downfrown,
But there are people left in Downfrown, just not here. No flower petal. Wait,
Yeah, we should just go check that out
Yeah.
after.
yeah, okay.
there are no people here. He was the mayor of the town by the base of the mountain.
Mhm.
We
He's the mayor
went
of
down the
Downfrown.
mountain,
Okay, I see.
or maybe the other way around.
Okay, as you finish your find familiar spell,
Oh my god.
No.
at your service,
Fine.
my
Ew.
master.
Ew.
Alright. He's not gonna
Okay.
blend in at all.
I thought we were getting a bird.
No.
How
Hey,
can
what is
I
that?
assist?
Alright. What can you do? Exactly.
Whatever you.
Okay.
Inconspicuous at all.
Yeah, completely conspicuous. We just gotta dress him up in a fucking dress. Okay.
Ask him if he can transform.
Yeah. Can you transform potentially?
He tries.
Okay.
No,
It's not.
No,
Or
okay.
I have failed you, master.
No, you have not. You
I must be
Interesting.
punished.
Rosal
Nah.
would roll her eyes.
They go say,
Nah.
hey, he summoned bait.
yes, do you mind one second.
Yeah.
Do you mind potentially scouting out this town?
Yes,
From
master. I shall go forth and investigate.
Hey,
While keeping a low.
I
low,
don't think this is very prudent.
I will be unseen.
He could be the distraction, though.
Mm, uh,
But,
against
I'm gonna
what?
marshal check. I'm gonna marshal check his stats real quick. What's his stat area like?
He has a strength of 11, a dex of 10, a con of 12, a intelligence of 10, a wisdom of 11, and charisma of 5.
No, okay. Alright.
I will be
Okay.
unseen.
In the find familiar spell, can't you just replace him for like an owl?
True.
Find familiar is randomized, but in this case, you are allocated only.
Can't you get like an imp?
Could you get the flying fiend?
No.
Mm.
Mm,
How?
Okay.
But I'm.
How?
Yes.
We can fly.
All right.
I guess we could try again then.
All right. No.
No,
All
no.
right.
What do you
How
require
about-
of me, master?
This
Wait, currently.
this being doesn't seem to be of any use. I think we return to sending Marosa
That's Morosa.
by flight. Do you have any means to guise yourself or hide?
Me?
Yeah.
I do not, unfortunately.
The fear is that they may saunter to those parapets that they have above and simply strike you down with a wave of arrows. Our cover's blown.
It's risky. I could try to be stealthy about it, but move slowly, get some cover while maybe go up to the cliff.
Mm.
There are trees in the
Uh,
southwest, so you could
perhaps-
stick to there.
I mean, the
Perhaps a nightfall. Once we reach nightfall, we may distract one of the night guards, bring him into the woods, slay them, beguile them for information, bring them onto our side.
Yes, I like this. And then we disease them. Send them in.
The
Then
process won't be that quick, I'm afraid.
no, I have plenty of enchantments.
Yes.
Oh.
Let's take down their healers first.
And as does Zig.
That's right, mate. I can dominate them with my brain.
Yeah.
It
That's
looks
right,
like
that's
this.
right.
So we bring them onto our side and dominate them, torture them, get an outpouring of information. Once we have that, we may head in and potentially even know where this prisoner is kept.
What time is it? Morosa looks at this guy.
It is currently midday.
In the meantime, we can saunter to the town and take a peek.
Yes.
Okay.
Sounds
Yep.
great.
You guys
Okay,
wanna
good
go
plan,
check
guys.
out the town?
Let's go.
Yeah.
Okay.
I did an Arcana check for this area to see if there's any like detection magic coming from there. Like not abjuration, but like snares and such like that.
Mm.
That would have been something cool to do.
No, I have pneumonia.
I think Gabriel was mentioning that as an opposition to going to the next place, like before we go to the next place.
Yes.
Can I take a peek?
Yes, before we go.
Oh, I didn't realize you
Maybe
were
I'll-
saying that you were going to do that. My bad. Do you want
Yeah,
to do
yeah.
that?
Not like go there physically, but just like try to detect it with like magic from afar, potentially.
Okay, with what kind of magic?
Wait a second. I don't have detect magic, fuck. Never mind, I'll stick
Even
with
if
the
you
pod.
did, we're very far away, like we're hundreds of feet up.
Yeah.
The
The
I'll
thing
just
that's
stick with
the thing
party.
that's keeping me from being able to see your 10 exposure lamp corruption asses is the same thing that's preventing you from being able to see exactly what's going on down there.
Before we do leave, Scat has a job for this hawk.
Okay? Yes.
Is everyone ready to leave?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Scat will inform the hawk to go down to one of these guards, these guys in particular,
Mm-hmm.
and shit on him from afar before it flies towards, flies around the village. He should be actively consume as much as possible in his time and continually take turds on this guard. Him in particular. Mark him out, antagonize him, and just make his life miserable. If he goes inside to eat, fly against the window, peck at it, stare at him, fly away. Continuously antagonize this specific god and try and stay hidden from the other gods so that he feels isolated and like he's going crazy.
Okay. The hawk will do that. Off it goes to shit.
Now, excrement and stimulation will cause this god to be anxious and agitated.
Which guard specifically?
This guy right here. This
That one?
fella.
That one?
This one with the 2 swords and the drapery. That's never going to come out of that cloth.
Okay.
That cloth's going to be stained forever.
I have changed his name to Shitted Upon. I remember.
Nice.
Nice.
Nice. Now, if we can antagonize a few of them repeatedly, they will cause spurious and unending agitation within the cult of Mytheria. I've done this before.
Where?
Okay.
Well,
So.
there's
Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to interrupt.
no worries. Oh, are we changing?
Yeah, that's why
Maps?
I was asking if you guys are ready for a map change.
Fine. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. And now, from your elevated position, I can show you the town of Downfrown. Your target.
This is a hard mission, fellas. It's harder than I thought.
You guys should be able to see that now.
Whoa, this is such a good vantage point. This is gorgeous.
Damn.
It's massive, mate. Okay.
So, this map is currently at maximum zoom. So each of those, well, not maximum, but medium zoom, I guess. Which means that each square that you're in is approximately 200 feet for measurement.
Mhm. Maybe make a little percepciones.
Sure. Does anybody here have a spyglass or similar instrument, magic, or feature?
Nope.
Alright. Then there are limits to what you can see, but everyone make me a perception check.
I have a hat.
By spyglass.
Okay. As you take a look down, you can see that Downfrown has a population of approximately 800 to 1,000. It's a large town. You can see that there are quite a few people that are living just outside of the gate in tents. You can also see the banners of Mytheria's sword, shield, and eye kind of strewn about in this place. You will also see that there are a few buildings here on the side of the wall that have been heavily burned.
Heavily burned. Do we? Which side of town?
Right here.
Ah,
Here, I'll mark it on the map for you.
mm-hmm.
Helpful. Let's do this.
Perhaps we cannot make this out from this vantage point, but does this place seem to have a softer Mytherian presence?
Comparatively, no, not softer. It has a pretty much about the same Mytherian presence that you might have suspected from someone from a settlement this close to the Pale City. You will see, however, that despite the banners, you don't spot that many guards. A militia of a town this size would be about 50 strong, an entire half company, but you don't think you see that many.
Mm-hmm. Perhaps I should grant myself invisibility, fly down, and get a closer inspection.
Yes, there could be a jail here as well.
So, Scat will do that. He will grant himself invisibility. So how far up is he to the town?
You guys are approximately 300 feet up.
He will still stay close to the wall, the
Also,
mountainside.
you guys see the way that the zoom is, so it looks like you guys are higher
Yeah.
up, right? Okay.
Yeah. It's so sick.
Nice.
It's actually amazing.
Matt did a good job on this map, but I just wanted to point it out.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic. Especially as it's like a cliffside town, it really is captured.
Yeah.
Well, it's gorgeous. What Scout will try and do is he casts invisibility on himself using his innate magic. You see his wings sort of come out in a set of 4, and then 2 smaller ones, looking more feeble and flimsy, but they all sprout erect and begin buzzing to allow him to descend. As he goes invisible, he also brings the sound of his wings down to a quiet, low hum. He can't make them completely silent, but he tries his best. And he makes his way down another 100 feet to try and get a slightly better look. Can I make another perception check?
Hold.
Just 100, so 300 to 200 feet up.
Yeah, this is just the next dip.
Okay.
Okay, perception check.
Okay. Okay, guys, I'm not good at this. And I have to hold concentration on this for invisibility, so I cannot enhance my perception anymore, so... Let's go! Yay! I actually rolled a flat 17.
Alright, so as you look around, you can see these buildings here are heavily burned. There are 2 banners out front, which seem to bear the Corvin mark of Keep Out. You will also see that there are a few Mytharians moving and shifting through the debris. You can see that there is an entrance to a mine here.
Mm-hmm.
And the mine seems to have carts going in and out, and there are the eyes of Mytharia overwatching them. In the town square, you can see that a lot of people are gathered, and a distant scream tells you that they are currently burning someone at a stake.
Mm.
And that is all you see from this vantage point.
How fiendish. Scat ponders whether he should go closer or not, but he from this vantage, can you tell if any of these buildings look like a jail?
Well, with a 17, you do think that one of them might be a jail, or at least a place to be considered as such. You see an area nearby that seems to be heavily guarded. It has large stone edifices and the symbology of Mytharia's light. And you see this building, what appears to be a cathedral, which you know that the Mytharians use also as their barracks. It is quite possible that a jail will be inside there. Or other form of confinement.
Is there any obvious water sources? Oh, sorry, is there any obvious water sources across the town? I see this place, but is there any, like, watering holes where they'd likely collect their water?
There's a well here, and a couple of smaller wells. This is the main town well. So they use well water, it would seem.
Okay. Easily hijacked. Scat flies back up. He passes all this information without holding back to the rest of the party. And he adds to it that the well's air seem more taintable. For
Good,
you,
yes.
Swore.
I like that.
Along the way here, along this misty mountain, did you notice any plants or venomous creatures such that you can formulate this pathogen or disease for these people?
Yes, good question. Yes.
So, as a leucodemon, do I have innate diseases, or do I have to make them?
I mean, you can carry diseases.
Yeah, but do I like have them innately or no?
So what I can do for you is, if you want to make diseases, you could certainly try to do so. You'll have to get some disease type stuff like rotted meat, shit, things like that, and start really experimenting with it and cook up some toxins.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to do that, it's going to take you time, and it will be represented as alchemical exploration, which means you'll have to expend gold and resources to do so, but eventually you can make a disease, yeah.
Scat,
or at the very least, conjure a disease that you know.
Yeah.
Swore, do you inform the party of this information?
Yes, I do. Yes, I have to get somewhere.
Well, and you can correct me if this is incorrect, Arcadum. Well, on my closer inspection, as for most towns of this nature, plumbing is not quite a system they have down. A peasant boy goes from house to house collecting this dung. We could quite easily rob him of his excrements. None would be the wiser. Strange gaff, they'd imagine.
Yes. Very good, very good.
You're proposing approaching stealthily. I don't think that is much of an option as of yet. Considering our intense presence.
Well, it's reasonable to assume these people find the presence of scat unbecoming. Move it away from the town, perhaps to a nearby farm or sorts, and that will no doubt be unprotected. Or a nun, and there'd be far less watchers over there. Additionally, there seems to be quite a lot of interest into this mine. If we could somehow find another means to enter it, another way around this mountain to enter it, we could cause some grand distraction, perhaps a cave-in. Many of the church members might leave their posts, and we can harass the town where we'd like.
Could go scouting for an alternate entrance to the mines.
But we need a foothold somewhere close to this town for our cult. It'd be far easier once it's slightly built up, even in paltry numbers.
Do you think would be a feasible place? The burning buildings?
No. That is far too strong of a Metherian presence. Somewhere up the northern channel of this main street. It seems as if the presence weakens further away from the burned buildings and the cathedral. Scat pauses and he says, "Well, let us name a few courses of action. We can spread a message around town that there'd be some carnival or performance nearby. Bring a few Metherians out, watch them, you perform, and alter the mind states of some of these peasants, and we can beguile them to our side, collect the excrements here, and then slowly eke our way into the town through the mine. Any other ideas?
I liked that idea. Perhaps if we start on the north side, where the
Hmm.
presence of Materia is diminished.
Seems so. The presence here is strong, but less than one would imagine for the number of non-combatants. Tonight, I think we should strike. For now, I think we should watch the excrement peddler. Watch where he goes. Perhaps follow him. He shall be our first cultist.
One must wonder why the reduced presence. Are they somewhere else? Perhaps?
You're
A variable.
correct. You see Scat's genuinely befuddled by that. His brain screen kind of shimmers in this, showing great thought towards that. But Gabriel, this is where your familiar may be of some use. Perhaps they can descend down, or I can place him somewhere down the northern side, across the cliff, peering down at that excrement peddler, hopefully keeping track and giving us a signal when he heads to the north.
Right. Turn towards him. Just be like, are you able to speak to me through my mind?
Lucas.
Ukos.
You didn't give him a name.
It says Lucas de Lemur.
Oh,
Lemur.
Lucas.
Sorry, I was muted. Ah, yes, master. How can I help you?
God.
Alright, cool. Are you able to speak with me through your mind, as most other familiars can?
Yes, I have a mind, but only if you allow it, master.
Sure. Are you able to speak telepathically?
No, master, I do not possess such an ability. He says while speaking directly into your mind.
Okay. So just do what you are doing now, but do not speak. Your
Yes,
mouth.
master, I will not.
Keep your mouth closed and listen to what the one with the big head. The one with the big
Master.
head tells you to do.
Yes, master.
So,
Perfect.
unless this activity is unbecoming of you, Marusa, in which we can send Lucas, you may scout the scat peddler.
Sorry, what?
So he's basically offering, like, either you go down there and scout out the guy collecting all the poop so we can collect it and try and make a disease, or we can let Lucas sit there and scout. Of course, it's more dangerous if we leave Lucas there, because if he's caught, he doesn't have much of an escape option. I guess he can be dispelled by...
He's being expelled, yeah. Or just
Yeah,
leave
you
him
can
to
just
die,
dispel him?
basically. We'll leave him to die, yeah.
Can you dispel him from any distance?
1 second. Find familiar spell. Let's see. Leave has no physical form. 100 feet telepathically. Okay. Yes, you. Yes, you can.
Oh, sick.
That's an
Are
action.
you sure you're reading that spell correctly?
It says the only thing is it can't speak telepathically within 100 feet. Without when they're
But you-
out of 100 feet.
Okay. So, I see.
If I see him like in trouble, he'll probably just like unsummon him then.
Okay.
Actually.
Periodically, you should look through this thing's eyes, see what he sees. But may I take him? Scat will take him and try and stealthily fly down the side of the mountain.
So you pick him up?
Yep.
It's very gross.
Scat loves it.
Oh, alright.
Scat kind of scoops him up in the tail and presses it up against himself. Make sure there's like a lot of good contact. He wants to place him here about the same distance, and Scat points to the person down below that's holding the scat. I assume he's somewhere in this region, and when he gets up to the northern homes, we shall try.
So you're gonna send Lucas to go get the poop?
No, get the poop. Watch the guy getting the poop, and then when he travels north enough, we will follow him to where he takes the poop, to where we will enact our plans on him.
Or you could just find the poop, I guess.
Okay, I'm on my way.
Alright, cool. Gabriel's
Okay,
gonna look
so
through
he-
his eyes as well. And just look through his eyes, basically. Okay.
Alright. As the Lucas the Lemire gets close, you will hear him start to hum in his head. I'm a guy in town. Stealthy check. Human seems my master command. Yeah.
Scat tells Gabriel, look through his eyes now.
Yes. Gabriel is looking through his eyes, basically. Okay.
You see that Lucas is watching a butterfly.
Stay focused.
You can't tell him from that distance.
Oh my
I'll
god.
start swiping at the butterfly. Then he'll look back
Oh my
and you see
God.
this guy walk by. And then you will see that he starts looking at these gardens back here.
Okay. What do you see?
Alright, you'll see
Gardens.
that Lucas starts to pick up shit that's placed in front of the gardens for fertilizer, and he starts putting it on his body. And this guy starts walking back
Correct.
this way with his carriage.
There's a god in a
Gabriel.
carriage. Yes.
Hmm. You saw him? You saw where the excrement is placed?
Yes, there's a god in a
Dispel
carriage.
him.
Cool, great. And I will dispel Lucas temporarily.
Well, now
So-
we can put
Okay.
bodies. We
He
can go
is
to
in the-
port.
Very northern part of the village. Northwest. Is there's a garden with a lot of excrement, basically.
We could go to the poor people, lure someone out, and kill them.
Sure.
And then we can leave the body
There's
to
also
rot.
another village. Yes, there is another village. Few villages frequent that area, but it's not. There are no Metharians. What I've seen in that corner.
Mhm.
All right. So, on nightfall, we shall begin by going to the garden, collecting the excrement, rousing. One sec. How long did it take us to go from the camp to here?
About an hour or so.
Okay. We shall rouse. We shall rouse a peasant, collect the excrement, gather them, scare them. Do you wish to collect them as a corpse or a living body?
Well, you know, if you want poop, you just take them as a slave and then feed them and they just shit, right?
Good call, Zig.
Yes.
Oh, you can
Yeah,
use
sounds
this.
good
You
now.
you can use this wood's excrement if you really want.
Yes.
Yes, yes.
But
Good start, good start. Where do
yes,
we
a
get
good
the dead
start.
corpse?
Quiddity.
That.
I mean, one stock of excrement would be sufficient. Or do we
Not
need
for
Yeah,
more?
now.
yeah. How much site do you actually need for your experiments there, Schwar?
Enough for the city, and also to
That seems like a lot of
make
shit.
it. Yes.
Maybe do they have a cemetery? Maybe we can go dig up some bodies.
Yes. Good point.
Okay.
Good point. Where would people do that?
Oh, let's see here. Let me take a look. Zig will look out. Oh, there's a cemetery over there. I think.
Where does he point?
He points over here.
All right,
It
that
is
seems
remote.
quite.
Yes.
It seems quite close to the cathedral, but an option. Okay, I think we have a course of action. We should rest for now, and then under nightfall, collect the go collect corpses, go collect the excrements, try and collect a few cultists in the night, bring them up to the mountainside, teach them our ways and send them back. Then
Yes.
travel towards the camp and capture a Metherian. Do the same with them.
It's like a plan.
Yes.
Alright, so we're
Sounds
waiting for
great.
night then?
Sounds good.
Let us. Okay, cool. We got a
While
plan.
we wait, I will scout for the cave entrance,
Very good.
just in case.
So you're gonna. You will levitate.
I
You will
levitate.
levitate round the mountain and
Exactly.
see for an entrance.
Alright, Morosa, perception check as you investigate the area to try and find an alternate route within the mine.
Yes, sir.
You are unsuccessful. There appears to only be two entrances into the mine. This one, and this one.
Unfortunately, I could not find anything.
Sad. Well, let us rest up for nightfall.
Oh, too fucking right, mate. Hey, slave! Pillow form! It'll get into a fetal position. That's nice right there.
Swore! Swore. So, we have means of making this disease. A tainted well water across the village is deeply problematic. But a cure? That is the
Yes.
other part.
I will have to work on this as well. But we also need a cult, so I have the time.
Mhm. Perhaps we should start telling these cultists when we first gather them, the Metherian and one of the peasants we can find, that a disease is coming and that
Yeah.
the cure may be found at a certain location where we may find more cultists.
Yes, I like this idea. But where?
Also, don't the Metherians have a means of purifying water?
I don't know.
I just arrived here. I have no idea.
Can I do an Arcana check to see if I would know that clerics have that spell, right?
You know that they would have means to remove this.
Well, shit. Guns blazing?
Well, if we infect a few with this disease, perhaps it shall spread naturally through the homes. We only need a few initial victims for it to spread, no? You're the
Exactly.
expert on disease, Swore.
Yes. We only need a few. My disease has spread very good. Hopefully.
Okay. Well, let us see what you concoct and then make our decision from there.
Yeah, it looks like it's all up to you, mate. Come up with something good for us.
Hopefully we can gather a few cultists.
I believe the Metherians are quite superstitious. I could forge up some, like, false prayers of some sort to make them just potentially, like, make it seem like something came from the Pale City, potentially. And make them second guess themselves.
Go
Some
after
little
them all,
things
I
like-
guess.
Yes, exactly. Increase the amount of burnings. Increase the dissent in the city. Make the poor ones a bit more angry. Perhaps. And I could likely disguise it under some sort of, like, prayers, some discreet prayers
You know-
that they could.
Why are they
Oop.
burning people? Could we find someone very likable and put them on the stake
Hmm.
in the night? And when people would assume that it was the Metherians, right?
Yes.
How? Okay, can I do a check to see how alerted people might be to our exposure?
No, not
Okay.
safely. You'd have to experiment with that.
Ah, okay. So we know the lemur was able to just walk through the town. He was quite stealthy, but it wasn't just a proximity thing. And he was
Well,
a
yes,
lot more
but-
diminished.
But a
Like,
lemur
he's
is,
a lot.
yeah, he's not nearly as powerful as you guys, and he's actually a familiar, so he's not even a full demon during that time. So.
Yeah. Okay. Well, okay. We wait till nightfall. We do the plan.
Okay, wait until
Do
nightfall.
we-
Alrighty.
How long do we wait, Billy?
What time is it now? It
It
was
is about
midday. Then
midday.
we spend an hour.
So nighttime be 8
Okay.
hours.
Okay.
Do I have any
Well, that
shit
gives us
from
a
the
chance.
slave?
You have any what?
Shit from the slave. So far.
Oh, I could probably squeeze one out of her. Come on, make Sudoku! Humiliated, the slave will squat down and chest
Scout
on the
Scout
ground.
will hold her butt cheeks wide open. Scout will hold her into the
Right.
position and
She
assist.
shits
Oh,
into the he shits into the bucket. That's a good slave. Guess what? You only get one beating. Smack.
I will,
Pillow mode.
I will then use the 8 hours to
Dig,
experiment.
dig. Come squeeze on her stomach.
No thanks, I'm good.
No, we need this. Be a fiend, damn it.
He starts to pull out his sword. So you saying kill it?
No, squeeze stomach.
Okay,
Oh.
then he walks up and tries to squeeze the stomach.
Swore, you too. We get into this
Hey,
strange
hey, 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 hey,
position.
hey, 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 careful with my merchandise.
No, we shan't harm it.
All right. Well, you heard him, love. Let him give you a
Wait.
squeeze.
Wait, Scat. Can Scat do an intelligence check to if he's watched those YouTube videos of how to poop how to use yoga to help you poop?
No.
Can he just
No.
can he do those intelligence check just to know if the position enough about the human anatomy to know how to position yourself so you can poop easier?
Sure.
Okay.
What did they poop again?
A bucket. Let's go. Let's get it. He's Scat. Do I have advantage? Do I have advantage? His name is Scat.
No.
Damn, he's not a poop expert.
I think that's the right way. Ah, you squeeze
As
it.
hard as I can.
Oh, oh. Hey, stop crying! I think that's all the shit you're getting out of this, Swar.
Yes.
All right, put your fucking pants back on and get back into pillow mode. Zig will lounge.
This one needs fiber. put her in a diet of bran flakes before we return.
Yeah, we gotta make sure she's nice and grain fed.
Yes.
I will hand the ration over to Zig.
Here you go, feed her this.
There you go. What do you say to the nice swa? Thank you. No, thank you, your greatness, Beats.
Yes, and when she can't eat anymore, ensure she dips it in water to go down easier.
She starts crying while eating. Oh, this one's gonna be a real waterworks. Oh, by the by, did you happen to see any nice slavable materials while you was down there, Scat?
Most definitely. Did I see any slavable material?
I mean, some pretty nicely cut dudes.
Yes, there was. I think the butcher would make a good slave.
The butcher,
We
huh?
could quite, yes, we could quite easily turn him into lead his interest to more
Yeah,
humanoid flesh.
Yeah, and then he could butcher me up some nice peeps. That's a good idea.
Mhm.
I feel like
A
the
nice
creative
gimp
side
suit.
I feel like the creative
nice-
side of me really enjoy that suggestion.
A nice gimp suit, and then he could be the one doing sacrifices to Agamemnon.
Yeah, nice.
Okay.
Alright, you got all the
So-
shit you need
Could
there,
we ban the local baker?
Yes. I can experiment with this.
Ooh,
For now.
cool.
I really want to put their baker or something on a steak.
Okay.
Someone who's undeniably likable.
Okay. Tonight, corpses, fertilizer, baker. Did I ever get to? Oh shit! I didn't scout out anybody specific. Would I have gotten a sight of like a bakery or something like that whilst I was down there?
Yeah, I mean there's a market square, there's bakers and butchers and all the basic
Okay.
stuff that a town needs.
Okay. So we shall.
Alright,
we shall-
Swar. Time to play the alchemist minigame.
We could put a potion craft.
And I have the feat and the trick. Wow.
Whoa!
Oh my god.
Deo. We said it. Okay.
Should I roll anything?
We're gonna make that. We're gonna make that fucking turbo pack. We're gonna make that Dragon Kush pack of the fucking wizard shit.
Da-da-da-da-da. Okay.
With this shit gonna get you so high, your magic missile gonna come out brown.
Ew.
That's what Zig would have said. He would have said, "Make me 3 nice brown magic missiles." That's what Zig would have said if he was hit.
During the 8 hours, what check would I make to see if that any of the materials from the mine is being transported outside of the town?
That is either a merchant. Do you have merchants kit trained?
No.
Do you have perception trained?
No?
Okay, you can make me a basic perception check.
Fuck.
No idea.
Do you tell me of this?
Okay.
I
Then he
tell-
walks
I-
up to...
Mhm.
I can't see shit. Where did you go?
I'm right
He
next
walks
to
up
you.
to the weird one and says, "Hey, I have another idea. We can just wait and rob one of those minecarts, caravans outside of town and get some information. You can do one of your mind tricks, send them into town, collect information, and
Yes.
have them report back to us."
Yes. Scat tells Morusa this, who has better perception.
Not a dumb idea.
Take a peep for us, Morusa.
From here?
Yeah.
All right. I have true sight.
You have true sight?
Yeah. Let's see. Well, it's only 60 feet. God damn it. Perception. Boom. Oh, damn. I am so perceptive.
Good thinking, Dick.
You see smoke starts to come up from his head, thinking too hard.
You see smoke coming out of Morosa's eyes. She's perceiving for someone outside the walls, you said?
Somebody with the minecarts moving back and forth.
With the minecarts. Yeah.
I think he's preparing the alchemist minigame, actually.
Oh.
That is what I'm doing. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's okay.
All right. Knob. Swar
Yes.
starts to create a disease. So this is going to work in many different ways. First, we start with your basic materials. You have human shit,
Yes.
which is something to work with.
E. coli go crazy
At least
this
get
time of year.
started.
Okay, so let's see here. All right, first we're going to start with its base form. Make me an alchemy roll.
Bro, you gotta roll high, bro. We're fuck out of ideas, bro. Seriously, you gotta
It's actually
roll.
at 25. I don't have expertise.
25?
Dude, there's gotta be some bus and shit, bro. Seriously. We're fucking deadlock. We wasted 2 hours. The best we could come up with, let's go dig up some shit. We're fucking fiends, bro. You gotta do this.
Well, we're also getting the bodies afterwards.
Wait, I just literally
Sure.
gave a second idea.
Because we're gonna pick up the bodies. We're gonna pick up the bodies.
Yeah, I
spread
dig
some
shit.
Write some fucking tabloids or whatever the fuck. Basically.
Alright. Alright, Swar. You may choose one of these options, which I will put in your notes. You get to choose 2 out of these options. So you get 2 choices from this list. Okay? Incurable, lethal, lingering, magic resistant, plague, ravaging, or virulent. I will explain what that means in just a moment. So, an incurable disease means that it is an incurable disease has a greater resistance to physical and natural cures, but it is more vulnerable to magical cures. Lethal means that this disease is more lethal. It is more likely to kill the host of the disease. Lingering means that this disease particularly lasts twice as long on a person's incubation period than normal, which means that a lingering disease is more likely to be found on objects' touch. It doesn't fade as quickly from places that cannot host it.
And they can spread. While
No. It just means that it lingers, which means that if somebody is infected and they touch somebody else, the likelihood that objects they touch or people that they touch can be infected lasts twice as long. Basically, the disease, if it's placed in an area that cannot host it, it lasts twice as long than normal. Magic resistant is self-explanatory. It's the exact opposite of incurable. It is more resistant to magical cures, but more vulnerable to regular curing. Plague. So plague is an effect that is applied to a disease that has a maximized infecting sort of presence. Meaning that a plague is a slower disease, but it spreads more rapidly. a ravaging disease may not kill the host, but it causes more debilitating effects, so more suffering. And virulent is a faster disease that runs its course more quickly, but it is harder to stop because it's so fast. You get to choose 2 of these.
Ooh,
I think you
that's
go with
fast.
ravaging or virulent or plague. You want fast, and you want like sick as fuck.
Do we want fast?
You
I
make the
guess we
whole
do.
town crippled.
Yes, but that's
Plague
the
is the
point.
big spread though, so
Yeah. Yeah, you want magic resistant and maybe something.
We want to
else.
make the disease like really noticeable in a
Yes.
short period of time, I think.
Yeah.
So ravaging.
Ravaging magic resistant maybe. Because
You could also
we
like
have-
kind of, if there aren't that many Mytherians here, you could, like if it spreads fast enough, they wouldn't be able to keep up either way with our magic means.
So, so I don't think magic resistance is a good idea because we have to cure the disease.
Yes,
yes,
we have
but
Swarm
if
for
we
that.
have alchemical means, I guess.
You think? So if we give it magical resistance, and then we try and alchemically cure it, we fuck ourselves because it's gonna be harder for us to cure as well, right? Alchemy is magic.
No,
Actually,
alchemy.
mine's spelled
Alchemy is
right.
not.
It's not magic, so alchemy would go under incurable.
So magic resistance stuff like
Alchemy
purify.
is a natural form of curing. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So okay, that makes sense.
Oh, good. Okay.
But we know that we would be able to devise a cure much sooner than the Mytherians.
Well,
What makes you think so?
the creator of the
As far as
disease,
the expert.
the creator of the disease knows how to cure it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's sweet. Okay, so
Unless,
I think
unless they make a disease that they are incapable. How would I describe this? If you make a disease that you don't actually have the faculties to cure, then you can't cure it, right?
Yeah.
But you know how to. That doesn't mean you are able to. Do you guys get what I mean?
yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
So I think ravaging is a good idea. What was the difference between ravaging and virulent?
So ravaging may not kill the host, but it scars them and permanently debilitates them more intensely. Virulent is a faster disease. It's the opposite of plague. It is a faster disease that runs its course, but it is less vulnerable to being removed because it runs its course so quickly.
Mm. So okay, this is a really weird question. When I watched the person be burnt alive, were a lot of people watching them?
Yes.
Okay. So whether it's smoke-borne or waterborne, we're kind of good on its spread. So I don't think lingering is that important. Incurable, I think, isn't that important to us. Lethal is not. We don't want that. Virulent, we don't want that either. I don't think. So I think from the rest of them, all of the options are pretty good.
Ravaging magic resistant.
Yeah, magic resistance.
Mm.
Looks good.
Plague is the fast. No, which one? I don't remember what plague does. Plague, I think plague was the one that spreads a lot to a lot of people.
A lot, but slowly.
Okay. Okay. Probably ravaging and magic resistant then.
Lingering is also nice, I think.
Yeah.
Situation.
Lingering. Why would you want lingering?
Well, it's a good way to spread if you touch something and it leaves behind the disease.
Especially if we're not going to make a lot of the disease, right?
Yeah.
It lets us take a little bit and spread it a lot more. Gives us chance to fail. So let's Swore, it's all your choice. I think we've said what we can. You just make the decision when you're ready.
I think if we don't make it magic resistant, the church will be able to stop a lot of it. I
Agreed.
think ravaging magic resistant.
If we make the townsfolk think that the church burnt their favorite person, they probably won't accept aid.
I mean, if you're sick and ravaging, like physically, you will take help. You'll
Be right
will
back,
not
Baffin.
die to prove a point. I will
Okay,
not
okay.
take help because I want to die.
True,
Okay,
true.
so because you went to the bathroom, we could probably send a letter, like a forged letter. We probably cannot, because none of us have like the tricks or like expertise in forgery. Maybe we could convince at least the townfolk that, like, hey, the Mytherians are the ones spreading this disease.
Oh, we could do like a
Mm.
fake letter that should be going to the Mytherians, but
Yeah,
it
like a
got misplaced.
pamphlet.
Do we have forgery? That would be very good.
Yeah, I think Leo has a forgery proficiency.
That will only make sense if you don't make it magic resistant, right?
No, but the common townsfolk, the peasants, will not be able to connect the idea. Like, they won't think some other means is like fucking it with them. If you make it magic resistant, and they think Mytherians might be the ones making the disease, and then like the Mytherians aren't able to cure them, and they've seen them cure all these other guys, and they've seen them be like the medics of the town. They're like, oh, that was true. They are fucking with us.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good plan, good plan. It's all coming together.
Yeah,
Are there any
and then we just throw around some
practitioners in the town?
corpses. And then we just throw around some corpses.
Yes.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Do we
We
know if
just
there's any practitioners in town?
Oh,
Maybe
shush.
they're church allies. Out of
Well,
character.
my character didn't know that, but we
Yeah.
hadn't seen any yet. And I don't believe they probably would be here. I think practitioners is like a very specified class. So if there's like less of a presence, you're less likely to see one, right?
You're less likely to find
A fuck
it's
a
practitioner
part
than magic, I think.
practitioner.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we wouldn't even know that, so cannot even base it off this.
Mm-hmm. I was thinking to ask that, but my like
What's
I
a
could tell.
practitioner?
Basically, alchemist healer.
Oh,
alchemist healer guy.
I think the
Okay.
main base is in Razor Cliffs, but
Yeah.
pretty spread.
Okay, I'm so ready, boys. I think we actually have a strat now.
Yeah, we just need to
Yeah.
get a cult and spread the word.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, leave some people
Yeah.
alive.
Yeah. Oh shit! I never thought about if we killed all of them. Like,
We can't have a
Yo,
cult
do you-
if we kill all of them.
yeah. Do you think Agamemnon is gonna be mad if all of his cultists are like deformed?
I mean, like
That
he
is fiendish
deformed.
activity, though.
I mean, he is
That is
deformed.
fiendish.
He's just gonna make people like him, basically.
Faith is power.
Oh, true.
Make them all crippled.
Also,
Exactly, bro. Exactly.
Leo, sorry, Gabriel. Do you have
Yeah.
proficiency in forgery? Yes.
Oh, yes, correct. I can do whatever you need. Forgery.
Okay.
Yes.
We can drop a bunch of. We want to forge a bunch of documents that. You had the plan.
No, I did not. What did the document
Okay.
say? Just let me buy it again.
So we make a bunch of pamphlets that are like horrific notes from people in nearby villages saying that, like, hey, they've spread a disease here, or like something of this nature, that the Mytherians are the ones behind the disease. And then when they start to get diseased and the Mytherians can't cure them, they'll be like, oh shit, this pamphlet's true. Fuck these Mytherians. And then we give them another option.
hell yeah! And we burn the baker.
Oh, wait, what?
Yeah. We
The
gotta burn the
friendly
baker
old
too.
woman baker.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll go.
Yeah,
we'll
that's
Should it
go
be
burn
like
the,
the low?
plan.
You're so
Burn
Okay,
the
it's gonna
baker.
be rich
Down
other
the
villages.
town.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
burn the
easy.
baker. Capture everyone else.
Yes. Very good. Very good.
Very good.
Okay.
You could
Should
frame the
be
baker.
no.
So you actually
Should
watch
be.
the church burner. Put like
Demons.
magical items or something.
Be fine.
You put like demonic stuff in the baker's house, and then you make the church go check it out, and they find it, and then they burn it.
Yeah, I was gonna leave my unhallowed
Mm.
staff in the fucking baker's
You
house.
actually
How'd
frame
you
them.
get this? How'd you get this, my guy? Oh my god, that would be great. We're gonna do that. We're definitely gonna do that. We'll be alright. Okay. Who's gonna sneak in though?
How are we gonna get a message to the Mytherians though?
I'm back. Sorry.
I can
Okay.
probably just. I can
forge
I can
a
give it to my
anonymous-
familiar, and he can just drop it on the floor, basically.
Yeah, it just needs
Yeah,
to
just
be
fly over
we-
town and drop it on the
we-
floor somewhere.
like
Drop it
We
on
can send
the
it to
floor.
Lucas. Yo, Lucas has actually been
Yeah.
so clutch. Yo.
Yes, exactly. The thing is, he has a +0 to stealth, so I don't know if I
That
send
don't
another one.
matter.
I just
Oh
leave
my!
it.
It just
I know,
makes
I
it
love
more
him.
funny.
I love him so
Fail
much.
it.
I
It
love
just
him
makes
so
it more
much. I love
fun.
him. I love him so much. That's the
He's
thing.
a little special needs kid. Anyway, go ahead, Swore. Cook up this. Cook up that poop.
Okay,
Yeah.
what are your
Whipping it.
choices?
magic resistant ravaging.
Okay.
Thank you for cooking up something good, bro. That actually saved. That saved our fucking souls, man.
Magic resistant
We're gonna be stuck to the side of this mountain cooking shit for a week.
ravaging.
Just trying to whip up new diseases.
Okay, so we have
Chili clip troll.
some other things to decide.
Oh shit, it gets better.
So, first we're going to start with its type. As you are an leukodemon, you only have dominion over diseases, even though it should be noted that even though some things... excuse me, I'm getting ahead of myself. The term disease, mechanically, for D&D, doesn't just mean a true disease. It can mean parasites, it can mean fungal infections, infections in general, things like that. So, the first thing I'm going to ask you is, do you want this to be a disease, a parasite, or a curse?
So do I know the difference in like?
So the difference is a disease. Well, the difference is it's it's a categorical difference. It's the different things you have access to for type, save, onset, frequency, effect, and cure.
Okay. But I would be leaning more towards disease.
Yes, as a
Because of my-
leukodemon,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, then I would choose that.
Okay.
Shit, parasites is wild, cuz.
Now
That is wild.
that you've chosen disease, you have to choose its subtype, which is how it's spread. So spreading can be done through injury, through consumption, airborne, waterborne, vitaborne. Vita means like blood and semen and things like that. Or you can choose auraborne, which is through magical contact.
Just for like, I'm not gonna I wouldn't have Scout wouldn't have passed this information to the party, I don't think. But would he have seen a brothel?
There was not a visible brothel that you saw.
Okay.
Ooh. Waterborne or airborne? That's two main choices, I think. Also, the blood one is pretty good, I think. Maybe depends. Maybe not
Blood
for
one?
spreading. Yeah, like.
So-
blood
so I-
poison.
So I think the so some if we can get to the butcher, the bloodborne one seems cool. Like he can sort of slip into the meat or whatever. Hopefully they cook their shit medium rare
Well, then
or like
consumption
rare
would be better, right?
or consumption, right?
There's that as
but
by the way.
if not, like airborne's good, but you can't. I don't think we have as much control over where it lands. So if it lands too close to the cathedral, like in the main water source, it might grow too quickly. Sorry, no. If we can't control where it lands. But if we have the waterborne one, we can kind of put some here, some there. You know, like move it around and have more control because it's
Yeah.
like a well town.
And since it's magic resistant, it's not as easily cured
Yeah.
from the water.
I agree, water.
Yeah, I will take the water one. Waterborne.
Okay, you said waterborne?
Yeah.
Waterborne. Next,
Everyone needs to drink.
the next stage is what save type would you like it to be? So choose an attribute. This is a categorical choice. It changes what the disease can do to people. Strength targets muscles. Dexterity targets the nervous system. Constitution targets the organ systems and the interplay between them and blood. Intelligence does with thought and memory. Wisdom deals with insanity. And charisma deals with just horrific physical features and stuff. For example, a leprosy can be either a constitution or a charisma based save time.
Yeah. What make them more?
So like, I assume if they're dumber and their memories are worse, they'll be more easy to sway towards occultish
Yes,
tendencies,
but is
right?
that wisdom?
Well,
or
it's not quite that precise, but yeah, I mean, sure. Or they could just end up not being able to hold coherent thoughts at all because their mind is so bugged, you know. So it's like,
Yeah. I
We
think
want that,
maybe.
though. They need coherent thought.
Yeah. I think maybe
Right up.
maybe charisma. I don't think Aggie cares if. So all the rest of them, I think Agamemnon will care about. Like if they're fucking if they go like crazy, or if they have bad memory, or if any of their physical features are particularly harmed. But I think if we go like, if they get like really skin pocked, it's bad. But that's also easily noticeable, right? So like it'll be harder to
kind of
spread.
good, or is it bad?
Ooh.
Yeah, harder to
I
spread.
think it's good for what we're doing because we're not trying to spread a disease. We're trying to like just let people know that there's a disease out there. We're just trying to spread like a fear.
Well, both.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
a rash. Yeah, there are advantages.
I would say that it sounds like to me you're trying to make a disease that is supposed to be scary, not effective, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
More
basically.
scary than it is effective, right? So you don't want a disease that kills subtly because that defeats the purpose of your
Yeah.
creation. Yeah. So in that case, charisma
Charisma.
might be the one for you because
It's
it'll be
also why we
physically
put
seeable.
Ravaging.
Also, ravaging helps with that. So
Yeah, I think that.
charisma.
If it if it helps with the ravaging even, then yeah, that's definitely a choice.
Okay,
You
on
hear him
set.
with the int.
On set.
I don't like them putting. Sorry, go ahead.
So onset is how long it takes from contraction to symptoms. Now, you didn't choose lingering, so the onset has to be within 1 to 6 days. It's up to you.
So, while it's before the symptoms, can it still spread?
If you had chosen plague, yes, but you did not.
Okay. So, what's the difference?
So 1 to
Just-
6 days is like you choose how long it takes for somebody to start showing symptoms, which means the disease is activated. So a shorter time means that you can start spreading sooner, but a longer time means that the source that causes the spread, that isn't the people themselves, from your position 0, has
got it.
more of a chance to spread to more people.
So it will stay in the water for longer.
Correct. Well,
Yeah.
it will be undetected in the water for longer.
Yeah.
So, I think
3
tomorrow
days.
we're going to break out. We're going to attempt to break out the. Well, tomorrow or the day after, we're going to attempt to break out the guy, the like mayor guy.
We just start
We
the plague in the meanwhile.
We need at least one day for him to, at the very least, to assist us spreading this like revolution or cult. And perhaps when the disease comes, we can use him after. So it doesn't matter how many days, but I think it can't be less than 2 or 3. Like 4 or higher sounds good to me. I don't know about you, Swore, though. Also, this is your choice. I don't know why I'm
Will we stay
speaking.
there for this long?
I think 3 days is fairly good. Depends what we need to make the cure as well, I think, because we need to collect
Yeah,
it.
it's true.
Do we know this at the moment, or will it be revealed after? Okay, then.
Sorry, I was muted. Say again?
Do we know what we need for the cure before while we're making it
No,
now?
no, no.
or-
You won't know any of that until after we've created it.
Okay, okay.
We're still building the
So we-
pieces.
Yeah, we should have some time to know what the cure is as well. So 4 days, I think.
4 days? Okay. So the onset will be 1d4 days. It's a disease, so it has variant based off person.
Okay. Yeah, that still works, I guess.
Okay, so frequency. So frequency depicts how often a person must make a save versus the disease, which leads to an activation of effects of symptoms / and/or to cure. Now, you chose ravaging and magic resistance. You did not choose incurable. So that means this disease can naturally be cured over time by a person making the appropriate saves. So frequency is really kind of up to you guys on how you want to do this. The more frequent you make a disease, the more quickly somebody can exhibit worse symptoms and therefore spread it more, but also the frequency in which they can have a chance to cure themselves of it, right? So,
Yes.
up to you. Your frequency choices, because you have ravaging, let's see, let me check here. Your frequency choices are 1 to 3. So 1 to 3 days.
So, if okay, like if the goal is to scare people with the disease, we want it to be quick and like get to somebody, right? And because it's ravaging, right? Like even if they cure themselves of it,
It'll
still feel
scar
it.
them. It'll scar them. Yeah.
Yeah. They still feel a little bit. Yo, can we give everyone in the town gay voice? Like they just start talking mad free. Oh,
You gotta make a Mew.
yeah, dude. They just make everyone mute. No, but like if we're just trying to, yeah, I swore you. I think me and you have the same
Yeah.
idea.
I think.
Yeah.
Good. Scare them.
So 1 day then?
Yeah.
Everyday frequency. Got it. Okay. Next we have the cure rate. This
They
is
keep putting chemicals in the water that make everyone talk gay. The Alex Jones of the town is gonna be screaming. The town crier is gonna let it rip.
Alright, so
Sorry, go ahead,
your
okay.
cure rate, because you have ravaging and magic, means that this disease will cure itself with 2 consecutive saves. Which means that a person on its frequency will make a save against it, and if they do so successfully twice in a row, the disease is cured from them. Alright. Okay. And now we get to do the fun part. The big roll. And then I will make the effect. Also, as long as you don't accidentally recreate another disease that already exists, you get to name it.
Oh fuck.
Alright, Swar, are you ready?
Oh,
Give me an alchemical kit tool check.
Here we go.
let's go.
Oh,
Jesus, let's
God.
fucking go, dude.
Can we give him +10 with inspiration or no?
No,
That's
it
just
takes
a
too
roll.
long.
Dude,
Oh, no,
that's
fine.
so
And it's not a skill
fucking
check.
good.
That's fine.
That's so fucking good. A
Even
reminder
better
to
than
those
with
of you.
expertise.
Exactly, right? A reminder to those of you who have read the contract, but at the end of this, we have to vote for who did the most fiendish activity all across the mission.
Yeah, everybody automatically loses. No.
Yeah. This is a fiendish activity
Okay,
right here.
So, that roll is very good, which is a very good and a very bad thing. 'Cause
Uh-oh.
now I have to roll on the horrifying chart.
Yo, we're gonna make people grow tentacles, bro.
Let's go.
Yo, they
Should have put some demon blood in there.
yeah, they go tentacles, but the tentacles are like dreadlocks, so they're like on Vonti kind of.
I like on volunteer. Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, are we? Are there Envante in this town?
No, but like,
It's
I don't think he'd appreciate us just fucking plaguing his people, dude.
I mean, we just give him a cure. You know?
Oh yeah, true.
Should we be discreet about the note? Because I'm writing the note. Should I be discreet about it or just make it obvious? Like, oh, they're killing our people. They're making the frogs gay or whatever. or should I be discreet about it, make it like weird?
Oh
And, like,
God.
low-key.
Oh no.
Well,
Okay.
Hmm.
Here we go.
This is so fucked. Watch Arcadum pulls up his fucking disease simulator.
I'm
And there are this
so
many people in this town.
I'm so glad we remembered to bring our slave. I'm so glad.
Oh, you're welcome.
Let's hope the cure is somewhat accessible, so we can make it.
So while this disease is incubating, we go further up and free our guy. We come back, the people are afraid and liable. Liable.
Oh my God.
Cozy music for
Hey,
us.
whilst we're in the waiting room, chat. Can you? What do you think we should name this disease?
All right, I actually just finished.
Oh, okay.
All
I
right.
already saw a good one, Corvin 19.
Oh, that actually is really good. Like, ah,
Corvin,
fuck.
let's go.
That's a good one. Corvin
Corvin.
19.
We're going with
Okay. I have good news and potentially upsetting news, Knob.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's
You-
only good news.
You did a very good job.
Well,
Oh,
then
shit.
there's no bad news.
Maybe too good?
The problem
Right.
is that yeah.
What is that?
Just spill the
beans
already, bro.
It's in the
This-
water.
It's an evanescent tablet. Dig.
You're drinking your supplements?
I'm about to start popping pills. Yeah.
It is that time of day.
This is just electrolytes.
Won't do electrolyte.
We were talking about making a disease, and I was just imagining a potion, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I make those."
Sick. Oh, I only drink water.
All right, here we go.
As long as
Your
Drink water.
unknown disease
Corvin
does
19.
the following. Let me make it look pretty for you.
Like,
Yo, we could go with liquid.
actually, we could actually have Ligma be a thing.
There you go.
Yo,
Unknown disease
Guys,
and notes.
probably.
Here we go. Its type, disease, it is waterborne. Its save is charisma save DC 17. Its onset is 1d4 days. Its frequency is once a day. Its cure requires 2 consecutive saves while expending rare medicine valuing 200 gold pieces in water consumed by the individual.
what?
Its effect is as follows. The creature gains 1 bleed stack. This bleed cannot be removed while the disease is active in the target. At 0 hit points, the creature loses a death saving throw instead. Horror augmentation. A person who dies from this effect becomes a sanguine ooze. This ooze has this disease added to all of its attacks.
Let's go.
Oh, okay. This is too strong, bro. Yo, can we go back to giving them? Can we go back to making him gay voice? I didn't mean turn him into an ooze.
Too good.
Does the ooze have
good.
gay voice?
No, the ooze has no voice. It has only a need to feed and spread itself.
I think there are some conventions we should follow.
So good job, Swar. You did it.
Yes.
That'll freak people out.
Yo,
I
this
hope
this
so.
this
Let's turn him
Alright.
into a ooze.
Horseman is happy.
Cool.
this is the type of disease that comes out of like Smash Brothers tournaments, dude.
This is the
Yeah,
type of
exactly.
disease we dump on the fucking Pale City, dude. We don't waste it on this shit.
Absolutely. Which is why we remake
How-
it. We just remake
How many
it. We
uses
literally
of the disease do we have?
He was able to produce one stock, which is able to contaminate one source of water, depending on size of source. Nothing bigger than a well.
I was about to say that, like, how about instead of sicking it on this town, we sick it on the
The camp.
the camp, but we can't do that because they have river water.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh, also,
gotta get-
you know the recipe to make this, Swar. So you can
Let's
recreate
go.
it.
It's
Let's
only
go.
poop.
Well, it's poop and rare materials, but he gets to use kind of his fiendish power for that.
And do we know its cure?
So, its cure is 2 consecutive saves by using 200 gold pieces worth of rare medicines.
We don't even have that, like.
No, we have gold. We have gold. Just the rare medicines.
We're
Is,
individual, bro. That is insane.
Very cool.
Well, we
Yes,
could be
poor-
like,
poor people
we
should get
know
fucked
the
by this.
cure. We need to
How-
go.
I
and
should also
sack
remind
the
you
church.
that only Swar is immune to diseases.
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
How
Which boys?
Oh.
This is really
Oh.
dangerous.
how? So he just held it like okay.
Fucking nuke.
This is why
So-
I bought a meth.
That's good.
Okay. How did? Okay. How? Fuck.
Yeah.
So we know how strong is these sanguine oozes? Could we fight them off?
So, a sanguine ooze is approximately a CR3 creature.
Oh, that's good.
It has
That's a lot.
so essentially it has roughly 30 to 40 hit points. So it's not difficult for you guys to kill them. It's the problem is that the sanguine ooze has the capacity to spread the disease on any of its attacks.
oh.
So that's really the problem.
Well, let's
Okay.
let's pull the plug on this one.
Yo, I think we gotta collect more shit, dude. I think we need to cook up another one of these. Yo, let's press this chick again. So okay, how about so the only means that I think we could use this meaningfully is the main well. This would affect a vast majority of the town, but a lot of the townsfolk in the area that there's less Metherian presence collect their water from other sporadic wells that he mentioned. Those people, they won't be inoculated against it, but they wouldn't find it. They wouldn't be affected by it as easily. Thankfully for us, the cathedral seems to get most of its water from the same well.
Yeah.
So if we get the main well diseased, potentially, I can even get like a bird to take the vial or take the stock and fly deep into the well with it. And then we can get it in there.
It's too
But-
high up a risk now.
It's too high risk. Like we might just kill everybody, right?
We do, yeah, and plenty more.
Well, okay, but it sits for like 1d4 days before it like apparates, right?
Yeah, it takes time, and also that only happens if they die from it, right? So if they don't die from it, then they don't become the ooze. Average hit
Okay.
points of a town person is 10.
Yeah, but like
Yeah.
I'm imagining we infect like some Metherians that drink from that well and some
Yeah.
townsfolk.
Yeah,
We go to fight the Metherians eventually.
yeah.
When we kill them whilst they have the disease, they'll
Yeah, that's
instantly
a
turn to
problem.
oozes.
Yeah, that's a
And
problem.
then we'll have to fight. we like double up.
Well,
who
no,
we
no,
have
no.
to
They
fight.
have to die from this effect. So it has to be
Oh,
the
the one
bleed
bleed.
damage
Oh,
that kills
okay.
them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But isn't bleed?
Yo,
like
if we time the combat wrong, we're fucked.
Oh.
Like if we hit him like just to leave him on 1 HP, they try and move, and then we just get fucked. Yeah, that'd be funny.
Also, I suggested a name if you wanted Knob in the notes for you,
Yeah.
but it's still up to you.
It's a good suggestion. It is.
Ligma. Oh, okay, that's a pretty good name.
What about Black Tears of Abaddon?
Oh, I like that. Black Tears of Abaddon.
Mm.
Kratinos.
Really good.
Oh.
What
You tell me you can't.
What are
tell me
you
called BTA?
referencing? Explain.
Nice. No,
It's an inside joke.
Norwegian joke.
Is it a Norwegian joke? Oh, okay.
Yes. You're not included.
Oh, okay. All right.
You're American.
That's fucking right. I am.
Fucking America. Okay, so that's good stuff.
Yeah.
okay,
I think the
I
main
think-
problem is getting the 200 gold per person we want to cure, and that's
Wait, so, but
two
they just
times.
we don't even need a cure.
they just bleed to death in like 6 seconds.
No.
I mean,
We don't
only-
need. We don't need to. We don't actually need to
But you
cure
can-
everybody. We just need to show
can
we
use-
We just need to show that we can cure people.
Yes,
And
we
then
can
they
just
can bring the money.
use this to make the cult. We can just make the cult in this town directly and just fuck them up, fuck up the outpost later, basically. I'm unsure if you want like the forgery to be like tell them to meet at a certain area, but then the Mytharians can find it. So
Okay,
I don't know if you
so
want it to be
once
super vague or not.
once Swarring character returns to us and tells us of the disease, you can tell us what you've written, and then we can go about tonight's actions the same.
Yeah.
Swore, I'll leave the disease use to you. I think I've said everything I can think about it. Or anybody
Nice.
else, you guys can pitch in whatever
Okay.
you want, but I don't have anything to add.
So
Yeah,
with our remaining time, I think it's important because I need to know what you're gonna do with that disease knob. So could you please explain what your plan is so that I can make the appropriate preparations?
Is he even gonna share this information?
Yeah.
That's
okay,
true,
of
you
course.
can
I am
say,
proud.
"It's
I'm
not
proud
that
of my
bad."
work.
Ooh,
Of course I would share it.
Look what I made.
Guys, look what I made. You did what?
I hope my patron is proud.
Sure.
But I could keep it for later as well.
That tincture would jeopardize this whole mission.
Maybe. Do you think it's too strong?
It sounds pretty strong.
I mean, it's pretty cool though. Oh.
It's
It
pretty
is pretty cool. I'm very proud of you, Shore. However, for this use case, I think it'll be a bit too much.
It is colliginous, but perhaps it may be our only method. We haven't struck a deep vein of ideas. Perhaps we need something extreme. It's not some incalculable disease. It's curable somewhat. Would I
You
know
how to make this
generally?
again.
Would I know generally how much a peasant in this sort of town would have in gold value available?
They make about 5 gold a year.
Nice. So, and you said there was like 800 to 1,000 people.
Yeah, about 800 to 1,000. Yeah.
Okay.
Fuck. Okay, I have to do the math real quick. There's no. Okay, sorry. Sorry, Kratzy, you were saying something.
Rosa just asked for if he would know how to make more.
Yes, I can make more. Yes, I know this now.
Hmm.
The problem is curing it. It's so good, you know.
Yeah, we wouldn't have that kind of assets.
Yeah.
I guess I have to try again
Okay.
tomorrow.
What other option do we have, really?
We'll
See.
try again, but yeah, we'll take time.
Can we just go get a body or something? We can try on that instead.
We could, yes.
Let's kidnap
Could
some
send
people.
homie. Yes.
Okay, tonight we'll try and kidnap some people, gather the body, and if that doesn't work, plague them.
Yes.
Aren't these
Yep.
Anvanti?
The townspeople are not
Should not be.
Anvanti, right?
Okay,
No.
we didn't say that, right?
Okay.
He said he would let us know if there were on Vonti nearby, and he didn't indicate
Yeah.
that in this town at
They,
all.
they are not. No, they
Yeah,
are.
Okay.
They are not.
Okay.
Well, we need people to be alive if we're to start a cult. They also need
Survival of the fittest.
people to turn,
Survival
people
of the
to do
fittest.
their bidding.
How about we can just spread a rumor amongst the townsfolk that they shouldn't drink the main well water. Get your water from other places, and then we spike the main well water, and it's just the Matherians that are fucked. And then we can lead them into like conquering the Matherians, and at the same time, as we collect the cult, we can guide them towards this and slowly shift them using Marissa's capacities.
If we do the water tactic, then the Matherians are going to know that the water's infected and they're not going to fucking drink it. That's the thing.
Then what?
How are we going to
Mm,
make
but-
sure only the townsfolk see it? Because the Eye of Matheria is super fucking...
Because if it's like, if everyone in the town is listening to like these letters, and there's this cult spreading the letters and information, right? The Matherians will actively, I think, go opposed to them and do the opposite thing. Thinking like Matheria will
Also-
protect us. Something like
Yes.
that. I don't know.
Yeah,
Perhaps
so
it's too
that's-
wishful.
What
it'll
is
be
the
fine.
Eye of Matheria?
It is the Inquisitorial chapter. They
It's like spies and shit.
Yes, they're spies. They intercept anything that will make the church look bad, essentially.
But there are spies. It's a
Yes,
church.
I believe someone saw spies looking through the mine shaft or something.
Yes.
That was like flags. What? Or banners.
Mhm.
Fuck, man.
All right.
My character would
I
not
think-
push back if Scat suggested this idea in character.
We're gonna do the play.
Wanna fuck around and find out?
I mean, my character
Do it
wants
indeed,
to spread
fuck.
diseases. So.
Then do it. Fuck around and find out, please.
Yes,
You will be
yes.
the best. Yes, fuck around and find out. Doesn't matter. It's fine.
I still
We'll
want
make
to
the
burn
forgery
that.
and shit.
that
Yeah, we'll do
baker.
that in the meantime. Yeah, we'll do it in the meantime. There's still... Once the plague starts spreading, we can do all our other shit. But we just have to get some chaos going, because we can't just do it in, broad daylight.
Mhm.
Gotta be some chaos in that bitch.
So, what's it gonna be?
How big of a cult did Agamemnon want?
At least 30 people.
A cult that is sufficient to control Downfrown.
So if there's like 30 people and they're the only ones allowed alive in Downfrown,
Yeah, that works.
Yes.
what is the minimum number of people required to keep Downfrown functioning as normal, given what we know about the town?
About 100.
100.
Bro, we can kill 700 of these motherfuckers.
Exactly. It's gonna be easy. It'll be super easy. Just commit
The
to
big
it. It's
point
fine.
here is
It'll be
that
fine.
the cult needs to control Downfrown. Not everybody has to be in the cult, although that would obviously be better. But your mission is complete when Downfrown is in the control of Agamemnon through a cult.
Yes, I have a method.
Or technically other
Not a
means,
method.
if you think a cult isn't sufficient. But the point is that Agamemnon controls Downfrown. That's your mission. The suggestion is to
Yes.
do it through a cult, because a cult would also assist him with faith-based powers and things like that. So,
The main thing is like currently weakening Matheria belief systems in the town. I assume stuff like that.
Yeah.
Just make
Well, so
them
it's
think
just-
Agamemnon's the best idea. pretty much.
It's
Yeah, what were you
just
saying, Zach?
one. It's just one stock, and unless they actually turn into the ooze, it doesn't really spread from them to somebody else, right? Okay, then.
Well, it does once they start showing signs. It can, yeah. But the point is, because you didn't choose any of the like types that
Deadly
cause a
ones?
lot of spread. The biggest point of it spreading is going to be from that water source. So you'll essentially have the onset period of maximized spread and exposure. Then symptoms will start to appear. Then people will start to react to it. Then the Mytharians, which are the authority in the land, will start to react to it. So you basically have about a week until things start, until the backlash really happens.
So so as far as I saw, like half the people in the town went to the well. Right.
A large percentage. You don't know for certain, but that's the main well. So it's in front of the cathedral. It's in front of the town square. It is reasonable to assume 30, 40, maybe even 50% of the people will use that well, yeah. And the only people that don't are the people that are far away from the well, which will use other means. I think your
So if we
synopsis earlier was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If we, I think it's
I
a
think
good
we're
idea.
dropping it anyway, but we can discuss the propaganda later. But we will use the stock anyway.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
think,
sounds good.
So
I think the use of propaganda is good.
okay, confirming you're going to contaminate the well. Yes?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
All right, and then I will need to prepare things for that then. But we're also at time anyway, so
That's
all there.
time.
Good stuff.
Holy shit.
Oh man. Now that's some proper fiending, let me tell you. Let's
Yeah.
make a
Very
disease
fiendish.
and then gaslight people. It's
Gotta
not
make
really
that cake when it
gaslight though
browns.
if the disease is real and you're actually selling the cure.
Is it gaslighting if you make the problem and the solution? I don't know.
No, I don't
It
know.
is. It is.
We are
Maybe.
gaslighting them into.
We're gaslighting them to thinking
Is
that,
it
you know,
gaslighting
they're
if you
intelligent.
are in fact the problem and you make
But
the
we are
solution?
also the solution.
Yes. we
We'd
are
be like,
both.
yo, follow Agamemnon. He will make your lives better. Not
Yeah,
this
As in,
basically.
you
stupid
won't be
church.
dead.
Exactly.
As in, I'll kill
Not
you
like this
if you
filthy
don't.
church.
So I think at most we're going to be able to cure like 2 of these people, and we're just going to have to start executing the rest.
Yeah, that makes sense. It works. It also works.
We really have to go hard in like convincing people that like, hey, this was the only. But you're going to make them like more evilly aligned, right? So I think they'd be okay with that thought process.
I, for one,
I think
am looking forward to seeing what you guys do.
we
Will be
I think we have
very.
I think we have synergy, dude.
So what we do next after? I guess we try to free the mayor.
Yeah, we will do the stuff we plan to do tonight. We'll leave out the poop. We don't really need the corpse because we're using this disease rate.
Yeah.
But we'll try and collect a few people in the northern sector that suck on the other wells. And then we'll go and try and get a few Mytharians that are on night watch, beat them up, make them submit, and teach them the ways of the cult. And if we can't, we just murder them.
Good. Sounds good to me.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, good game, guys. Good stuff.
Good
Excellent
game.
session. I will see everybody here for Court of Curses in 1 hour. Thanks for everybody for
See you
watching.
guys.
Thanks for hanging. See you next time.
You-
Yeah.